Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf. This is the second to last episode to the finale. I can't believe this season went by so quickly. So let's talk about this episode. With this episode, we get to see that Theo's very much manipulating Scott and tells Scott that Stiles killed that guy. So now, by the end of the episode, we get to see that Stiles and Scott have to hash it out. You know, are they on the same page or not? Other things going on is that Lydia is trying to find out if Parrish was the person who is collecting all these bodies, and we find out, yes, he is the person doing this, and of course we knew, and they even knew, but it's totally confirmed now, and now Parrish knows, and as a good deputy, as a good person, he's like, I don't want to be doing these things, I want to try to prevent doing this. So all this time, he's just like really anxious and doesn't really know what to do, and he's locked in a cell for now. Another thing is that we get to see that the Dread Doctors are attacking all the people infected at the school, including Hayden. I'm blanking out on the names that they call themselves. But anyways, Hayden ends up getting a shot in her neck of mercury, and she's dying. So Scott has to make a choice if he's going to turn her into a werewolf or not, and he says no. So Hayden might die because of Scott and these motives. Everyone's kind of against each other, and of course Liam's gonna be very upset if Hayden dies. This is his first love, or you know, yeah, I would say first love. They haven't said I love you, but it's definitely first love. And that's pretty much what's going on with the episode. Also, like, some little things I really enjoyed with this episode. I want to talk about Lydia's mom for a second, because I've been waiting for Lydia's mom to be in the know. If you see my previous reviews, I'm like, there has to be a chance that she's going to find out. And this one really cool scene, we find out one of the girls is also having the silver stuff on her nail. So she's infected, and the scientists want to kill her. And Malia is going to go out and try to talk to her. And Lydia's mom said, no, Malia, your grades aren't that good. And Malia's like, I think you know by now what's actually going on, so let me go. And Lydia's mom's like, no, you all should be focusing on your schoolwork. So I'm really curious if this is denial or what's going on here. I'm very curious of what this is all about. I personally think it's denial. She doesn't want to believe that her daughter is a supernatural creature. I think she's seen the signs. Or maybe she's supernatural in her own way and she doesn't want to believe it. That'd be an interesting twist. Another thing I think that's huge from this episode, I mean, there's a lot of huge elements in this episode. The Lydia one is a bit smaller, but because I'm a Lydia fan, it's interesting to see Lydia's mom interact more in the show. So that's a big thing for me. But another big thing is that that Theo, of course, is lying to everybody. Is he a villain, or is he the villain or not? Because I think we could say he is a villain. I mean, either he's a huge red herring, or he's the villain or a villain. And, you know, he keeps lying to everybody, and since he was on Pretty Little Liars, he is the Pretty Little Liar of the show. Exactly, verbatim to that, he's the Pretty Little Liar. And he's making Scott and Stiles go against each other, but he has this soft side for Hayden. So my friend Jeremy, we usually, and Mimi, we live tweet the show on Twitter, and Jeremy came up with maybe Hayden being his sister, and I think that's definitely a plausible theory, because why would he want to protect her so badly? And I think, why would they introduce Hayden's sister so much if they're not utilizing her this half of the season? Maybe it's because Theo, Hayden, and her sister are all family, and we're going to see that more towards the second half. So that will be interesting. So that's a big tidbit. Also cool to see Lydia fight, you know, that's awesome. I'm really curious to see when we're actually going to see her learn her Banshee power stuff, that she could fight and use her Banshee powers, because I think from the opening scene we saw is going to be where we're at next half of the season, or at least part of next half of the season, maybe the end of next half of the season, I don't know. But, so I'm really curious to see when we're actually going to start seeing that Lydia. We are seeing the fighting side of Lydia, which is great. But I want to see, like, when she starts learning more about her abilities, because she hasn't really used her Banshee-ness in this episode, or really this season. She's like, yeah, I'm a Banshee. I'm not really doing much about it, though. I mean, of course, she's helping people. I love that she's part of the pack and helping them. But I kind of want to see her explore her Banshee side even more. They did that last season a bit. I want to see it even more here. So I felt like they took a pause on that, which hopefully next next half of the season or season finale, we'll see more with that. And maybe that's connected to why her mother's reacting the way she is. So let's talk about the strongest part of this episode, or probably the one that's going to be most talked about, and that is with Stiles and Scott. You know, that ending scene of them being on a different page. And you know, one thing I really liked about the beginning of the season is this overall theme of senior year of high school, that people are going to leave each other, and people are starting to notice that, you know, high school is not forever, and the life you have in high school is definitely not the life you have after high school. So I think our main characters are starting to notice that, especially Stiles and Scott. Can they still be best friends? And we're seeing this divide here of different motives, and you know, Stiles not being okay with killing somebody, but wanting that help and asking it in a different way. You can tell that he's asking Scott for help. He's like, please forgive me. I mean, I think I don't know if I did the wrong thing, but please forgive me. And Scott's like, we don't kill people. And he has this ideology in his mind that we don't kill people, and he just can't forgive Stiles. And then he pushes him in a way, in a really interesting way. He's like, oh, well, just ask your father. Like, talk to somebody else, not me right now. So I just think there is really great moment. And Dylan O'Brien and Tyler Posey have great chemistry, of course, and that moment just really shined. So really, really great ending there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with this episode. Of course, Kira was in the episode. We'll hopefully see her next half of the season. I don't know. Hopefully Kira's not totally gone. Maybe we'll see her in the season finale. We'll have to see. But yeah, very, very good episode. I think it's a good lead up to where we're going in this finale, which is really everyone being separated. How long is that going to stay? It seems like it's going to be for a while. It's really self-discovery, but will they join and come back as a pack? And the question if Scott's actually going to save Hayden or not. Why do I keep saying Malia? If he's going to save Hayden or not, we'll have to see. I just thought it was really weird that he's just like, no. Is it because he doesn't want that responsibility? I don't know. A lot of interesting stuff. So, of course, I will review the finale next week. I will not be able to review it on time. It will be the night of the premiere, but I'm just not going to be able to review it right after the episode. But I will have a review for the season finale, of course, because of course I want to talk about it. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic You Know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.